Well, I mean, I don't know. Alan might be involved in changing them out.
Well, I've heard.
But I
no
think that's a
decisions.
separate project.
Yeah, I've heard no decisions, but we've talked about there's possibility.
5 areas and 4
so,
colors.
the kitchen's going to be dark red.
Dark red is not a good idea. Okay.
I absolutely agree. If this room is too dark to put dark colours in, they're going to put a brown in here that's pretty dark.
Brown. Too dark
It's
color.
a nice colour, but it's too dark for a room with no windows.
The problem with using burgundies, maroons, and deep blues like Duke or Kentucky is that we don't know how many coats it will go.
Oh.
So it's impossible to quote. My example is my sister went to a burgundy, and we painted her bedroom.
It's called Morocco red, I think.
Okay, but
Well, we've had quotes. I don't know why that leaves us. You know, if they're
Okay.
guaranteed to make it cover it. Well, they're going to use that. It's Sherwin-Williams paint they've chosen, which of course is the most expensive, and it should cover the best.
well, it's that red.
It could
In that
be.
neighborhood, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, it's that same color in the accent wall in 112 where I was living.
Oh, is it? That's
Well, it's fairly
Oh.
similar. I don't know
I
what
can't
the
carry
name-
colours in my head.
What I'm saying is that he did do the painting. He did his undercoat, nice dark gray undercoat, and then he did the red. And he looked at it again and he says, Luciano, and he says, we're going to have to do that again. So he did.
For the same price.
Yeah, well, he had to because it wasn't quite doing what he needed.
So
to do.
hopefully he's taken that into account. I mean,
Well, see, what I do is I quote per coat because that's the only fair way to do it. Is that you're not responsible, or the owner.
if you send in a bid, can you write all that out and make it clear?
I do.
To, I don't make this decision.
I do,
So
I do, and
make it clear to them the price. Could. I mean, they may decide not to mess with you. That
that's not-
Luciano's because we've had him before.
no
so
question. Yeah, and
I don't
if
know. I mean, I don't blame you for covering yourself. But
well, sure. I mean, and if I have a craftsman here and he puts one coat on, which we know one coat coverage on a color change will not work. So most people goes 2 coats, but they use a neutral colors of earth tones now. Like, you know, things like you find on the spar, whether it's moving towards the darker or the blonde.
I like some color, but I
Sure.
wouldn't do dark colors in here.
But what I would say is that I can't tell if it's going to take 1, 2, 4, 6, or 8, and it ended up taking 7 at my sister's home, and it wasn't Denny's responsibility, and I couldn't bear the burden of the fortune telling. So I always write my contracts to say exactly what I told you, that you can't know with deep colors, or at least I can't know. And if they choose him, that's fine. I mean, I would rather them choose him than have me get in trouble.
Well, if you had a painter come in here and view the situation and see the paint chips, could that craftsman, you know, just basically sign off on, yes, I will stand behind, you know. Because the experience curve of the experienced painter might be enough
Maybe so.
of an assurance.
Because I don't think giving me an open-ended bid like that's going to work because we have a budget.
Sure.
You know, if you were working for me, that would be a different issue. This is a
That's
difficult situation.
Sure.
We've got,
Right.
you know, something like 60 people that get involved in these decisions, and they're almost impossible to make, and
Right.
somebody's going to get upset. And
Well, I mean, that's why it's rare that we participate in this kind of stuff. Is it's not worth the headache.
and then this room is going to be, I would call it like a butterscotch color. Would you, Alan, are you familiar with these colors?
No, I've not.
Well, you know, butterscotch is you know, another word, at least.
It's one of the colors that's in that chair, I would say, but I can't
Yellow
tell
blonde.
you which one.
Yellow blonde.
A blonde,
Yeah. Dirty blonde.
cream.
Well, yeah, it's
Gold.
more than cream. It's got a fair amount of color.
Well,
But,
something like this then.
Yeah.
It could be that depth of color. It's not that color. And then they want yellow in the library, and then they want this color in the entryway.
Okay.
And then the trim, all the trim needs to be white,
Okay.
including the trim in the ceiling here. Where anything that's pink needs to be white.
Okay. Okay.
We're not doing the porch, we're not doing the kids' room, we're not doing the bathrooms.
Okay.
So
And
the library is that other room, which is.
Yeah, that's going to be yellow.
Did you say Luciano did give a price?
Yeah.
What was his figure for all of it?
I can't remember. It's been a couple
full on.
Who moves the stuff?
Well, we can get a handful of people to move it. That's
Well, I was thinking, does Solandra move the stuff, or does Luciano or Craftsman Direct move all the stuff? And is it, they stay gray?
They stay. They're fine.
Good, okay, good.
Okay,
But-
yellow.
and
you
the trim
know.
would be a crisp white as well.
Yeah, but you got a white, you got a baseboard, you got a desk that has to come out at least to the middle of the room and get behind it.
I think this is the only room though where the furniture's an issue,
I agree.
right?
Yeah, up here, but you know, you start following baseboard, you would,
Right.
you know, and a base and, you know, base.
Yeah, because they're going to have to
and
mess with the
base and
computer and everything.
Base and, but you got ceilings here.
I don't know what
And
to
that's,
tell you about that,
that's
because
pink,
this is
that
the
goes-
only room that's really got a ceiling.
sure, well, it's pink, that's gotta go to white according to
Yeah, the
You know.
pink house.
my instructions, yeah.
Yeah,
And then the ceiling, which usually is defaulted into ceiling white.
yeah, but I don't know whether that. I don't think that was included in the other bids. I'm not sure. I told them not ceiling.
Okay, that's fine.
I want Eric to talk to this whoever he decides, because I don't want to be responsible for any misunderstandings or.
Right. No, I think your task has been to, you know, line up, you know, bids.
Well, you know, he's in Germany half the time, so I didn't want him.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to help him because I'm here all the time. But on the other hand, I don't really want to get too much
Columns.
involved with
Baseboard, windows.
You know, I'm getting the wrong answers.
I mean, you
Right.
got
I have found that he does respond to physically showing up at his door.
ceiling,
That he does respond.
ceiling,
It's quite immediate.
trim,
Oh, training.
trim.
Well, I sent him an email right at the time you left asking him about Ryan helping me, and I haven't got any response yet, so I don't know. I may not. I may have to wait till I see Ryan walking around, which I can't very often.
We've got extraordinary storm coming.
You think so?
Well, I see wind and I have felt rain, and it looks like it's either dark or
I
premature.
guess I haven't been here long enough to know what the weather does. It looks like some kind of system.
But anyhow,
We had nice rain last night, but that wasn't really a storm, was it?
man, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from England, and I spent the last 37 years in Texas.
Okay. Well, you didn't pick up the Texas, but you've retained the motherland. And
Well, somewhat.
my parents love England, the country. They've been several times. I went to Charles and Diana's wedding, at least during that time, and she spoke very highly of it. I think maybe she'd have stayed in Europe.
Your mother would like to say.
She would have loved, well, based on how much she was actually in love with the country. It was so many
Oh.
things she just was crazy about. But anyhow, I have what I need,
Oh, okay.
and I
You got an idea of the dimensions?
run these things. I do.
I'm hopeless at that one, sure. With practice, you can estimate them.
One very profound idea is that I would be getting the hang of this estimating stuff as time progresses.
Yeah, but just to be able to say this room is 20-something feet by whatever, I can't do that.
Bathroom too?
No, we're not doing the bath.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh, there's some cats that need homes, though they've been up there a long time, so I don't know.
Guitar lessons. How about that?
We don't move, we're gonna get wet.
It's correct.
All right.